Welcome home. Well, you know me. I'm the last original Usonian still living here. There are two survivors who don't live here. Betty Zace is in a nursing home, and Debbie Hirsch was here yesterday. There she is. And Rita Benzer, right. The rest are all gone. This is a lovely, wonderful occasion. We're all happy to be here. We enjoy reminiscing and so on and so forth. But this is not like a high school reunion or a college reunion. It is significantly different. The connectedness that Usonians feel toward each other and toward the community is unique and special, and in fact quite remarkable. And it's interesting, sociologists and others are interested in this community. How did it happen to be what it is? It's admired for its longevity, it's admired for its beauty, it's admired for its architecture. But how did all this happen? And there's no easy answer, but I'll take a shot at it. We know that Frank Lloyd Wright inspired many of the people who created the community in the first place. He was influenced by Emerson and Thoreau and Walt Whitman, who believed that we creatures are all belong to nature. And Frank Lloyd Wright said, when I start designing, I'm going to design with nature rather than against nature. And that decision, which characterizes the connection that our homes feel to the land, and in fact the connections that we all feel to the land, which I'll digress to point out, has been reinforced beautifully by our trail. Here, years and years and years after all this started, we are still having a sense of connection with nature. Serpentine roads was mentioned. That was Frank Lloyd Wright's idea, to connect us with the land. We should feel that experience. And that's very much a part of Usonia. When Usonia was started, we had the same exact piece of land that we have now, but we were surrounded by country estates. Now suburbia is oozing up on all sides, but we have remained intact and just as we were in the first place. Unfortunately, we can see some of that outside world. We don't like it, but there it is. Oh. Anyway, I'll remind you that for the first 46 years of Usonia's existence, first 40 years, only 12 of the then 48 homes changed hands. 6 of those to next generation Usonians, 5 of whom still live here. Joe Hillison just left recently. 40 years is a long time to remain in house. During those years, all these young families, of which we were one, as they grew, they had more money, more children. They outgrew their homes, and which would ordinarily lead them to leave. But they did not want to leave. They wanted to stay here and add to their homes, which would require be seamless, as though they had designed that way in the first place. And that, in fact, has happened. Many of us who have been here for a long time can go through Usonia, tell you where the additions took place, but newcomers come here can't see it at all. The houses look as if they were there in the first place. And I like to think of us as living in an unbroken wooded enclave with our wonderful houses scattered like jewels. And that's how we see the community, and that we kind of try to maintain it that way. Anyway, during those 40 years, when people might have moved but chose not to, but because of their connection to each other, connection to the community, connection to the ideas, and the kids who grew up here during that generation, many of you, were influenced by the affection and interest and commitment that their parents had to building this community and the ideas that they shared. Somehow it rubbed off. And the fact that the kids who grew up here, who all had 50 aunts and uncles in Usonia, continue to be connected. That is quite remarkable. It's not unusual for suburban families occasionally to form lifelong friendships, but for a whole group to have had this shared experience and to experience it and feel it, and want to remain connected. The fact that they remain connected regardless of what's going on here in Usonia, is testimony to that sense of connection which is remarkable. And of course it's manifest here in ways that we just can't do anything but admire. Let me repeat, and I hope you share this view. This collection, this connectedness that we feel toward the community is unique and remarkable, and it doesn't exist elsewhere. It's something that's socially, sociologically is unusual and wonderful and enriching, and is admired by anybody who sees it and is aware of it. I don't think it could possibly be duplicated. Technology has essentially destroyed the possibility of generating the social capital that it took to be together. We no longer talk to each other directly the way we once did. But we were totally dependent at one time, and that created the community that we have. Anyway, I wanted to simply share with you some of that history and restate how significant, in fact, it is for us to remain connected. It's not just a nice event. It's something very special, and I think we should all understand that and try to understand it better and communicate it to others if they're interested. Thank you.
Beautiful.